everybody, it's me, Bayina Kira, and I am so excited to be here on the ViZuewl exclusive interview show. Today we have the wonderful Cremson. He is coming to you live from South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, that is, where the little red fruit grows on the trees and it has a nice little pectin juice inside of it. Okay. So I'm really excited to meet you, to talk to you. I've been doing my research and checking out your music, and I have to say that it is very positive, and I love me some positive rap music. It's what I'm all about. So I'm gonna just let you introduce yourself, and we'll get into some questions.
All right, babe, thank you so much for having me. And TêI as well, here on your podcast. I'm so humbled and I'm honored. The energy here is just so good. As y'all all know, she told y'all, my name is Nathaniel Seymour. My stage name is Cremson. I hail from Columbia, South Carolina. Our group is G.I.I.B. LLC. Get It in Blood. Get It in Blood is, that's just what we mean when we say we get all of our dreams and our goals. We get it together with our family. That's where the blood comes in, which also ties into my name, Cremson, which is everything ties in together. And when you look at the logo too, you'll see the two eyes are a Gemini sign, which is also, I'm a Gemini, but my wife is also a Gemini too. So anyways, like I said, there's a scheme behind the whole thing. And it wasn't like I meant to do it. It just happened like that. But we're all about our community, and we're all about just taking back our music. Other people have had our music for so long, and it's been a detriment to the Black culture.
This is so true. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's time for a change.
That's right. Well, I really love what you are doing as far as with music. I really love the message that you are putting out there. I love the frequency and the vibration that it's on. It's very colorful. It's very positive, and that's what the world needs right now. So thank you for doing that.
Hey, can I say something real quick though, babe?
Yes.
Trust me. The vibe, because it seems like a large portion of the world is on this vibration, this positive kick. You know what I mean? We're all trying to uplift each other. I just want everybody to understand, I've been doing this for a long time. This is not no fad for me. I had a journey, and I wasn't always on the positive tip either. You can check out some of my old joints on thatpip.com. Just type my name in, Cremson.
Right.
And you can hear some of my old music. I still had a message, but of course, I'm a little bit more focused on what that needs to be. It needs to be more righteous. It needs to be, more constructive in building a stronger society. That's just something that we just don't have.
Well, here's the thing about it. I think that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to the entertainment industry and striving to put a message out there or have your celebrity be out there. It is all about the journey. And I think as artists, we forget that. We forget that our failures are not failures. They're stepping stones to our success. And you're not going to have, nobody wants to hear a boring story. I mean, if you don't have an imagination when you read a book, you're not going to really enjoy reading. Well, that may not necessarily be true, because I have a great imagination. I just don't like to read. But my point is, you definitely need to understand that the journey is a part of, gaining a better perspective so that you can reach the people that God has planned for you to reach, so that you can be the mentor that God has planned for you to be. You can't be a teacher, a mentor, a messenger if you have not had those type of experiences. So, the journey is what makes the success even that more beneficial to your soul. At least for me. I mean,
And there it
I,
is,
I, I,
and there it is.
I,
Mm-hmm.
I do understand. Okay, so I want to give a huge shout out to the one and only TêI 1013 for giving me this opportunity. Also to Plugstar for all that you guys do. And right now, I want to get right into these questions. You ready, Cremson?
Hey, I was born ready. Let's get it.
Okay, okay. So my first question, what first got you into music?
Wow. My family, simple enough. I just come from a musically inclined family. We
Okay.
all are just talented.
Did you?
And that's just word. Like y'all see it. You know,
Oh yeah.
you start pushing certain things from certain family members. You know, yeah, it's
Okay.
really lit over here on the
Okay.
Simon side.
Was was there was there one person in particular that inspired you to make music, or was it just was it just hanging out with the family, beatboxing, and and doing freestyles? How inspired you?
Mm. Well, I started off in the church.
Okay.
Yeah, I started off in the church. So I would always, what inspired me was my mom and my dad.
Okay.
We would always play, vinyls, especially over the weekend,
The clock
after a
listening.
long work. Yeah, yeah. And we would listen to old school
Man
music.
choir.
I was brought up around like real music, we would listen to the Whispers, Sade, Elton
Okay.
John, you know what I mean? All types of it, and that's where I got my eclecticity from music from.
That's
Uh,
great. That's
because
really
they
great.
had such a diverse palette for music as well. So definitely my parents, and they inspired me the most. My mom
Okay.
and my dad with my
Okay.
music. Mm-hmm.
So how would you describe the music that you create?
The music that I typically create now that I'm in my purpose, because I was always trying to find my way. I was always trying to find my voice in this music because I was like, man, I know I want to say something better than what I'm saying, but how do I say it and still make it hot? Because then I was listening to Christian music, and I'm like, man, they
Right.
whack, bro, straight up. I'm like, man, this dude's a straight whack, and they trying to be gangsters for God. I'm like, man, please, the gun bars don't work, Christian boy. Nobody's scared of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know. I'm just being real. Just honestly. I'm just like, come on now. So I definitely didn't want to do that. Because I was so much better than that. So I'm like, dang, I had to get back to the essence.
Right.
So what I did was I just did going back to the essence, just listen to early hip hop, when it's actually talking about something brand new being. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, groups like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That had a message.
That had a message.
African Boombada. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Groups like that. You know what I mean? So when I started listening to that, I went back. Shout out Lord Jamal, brand Nubian. When I started listening to that type of conscious hip hop, just taking it back to the essence of hip hop, and that is our culture.
That's right.
That's our culture, not this crap right here. You know what I'm saying? That we listening to now, that's when somebody took it and they manipulated it for their own gains.
Yeah.
There are quotes out there about our people that are so insulting to our intelligence. If you read 3 of them, you want to smack somebody. But that's what they think about us as a people, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. You know what I mean? So that's why I know to change the minds of our people, we have to attack it the way they're attacking us on a biopsychosocial level. I'm a studying psychologist, so when I speak of these things, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the message that our children hear is what they convey to society. All right. So we got our little girls, and they made us think it was cute that they know how to do the nay and dance before they can spell.
Yeah, it's very
They
sad.
made us think it was cute that they would shake, that our kids is learning the latest new dance moves and the latest new gadgets and new video games, but They're failing scholastically.
Okay, so tell me about your creative process. You did get into that kind of a little bit, but as you also mentioned, the journey that you have taken to get to where you are. Um, can you like, what's the difference between your creative process back then and your creative process now?
Noise.
Mm.
Back then, there was a lot of noise in my headspace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of, and what I mean by that, I mean there's a lot of different voices. You know, when you don't know who you are, you you try to be who either everybody wants you to be or what you believe is acceptable for society, you know,
Right.
for their standard. You
Right.
know,
Right.
and it's not really being yourself though. You know, so for a long time, and I believe we all do this. We all do this. We're all trying to find ourselves in this world. You know, and I'm not special. You know, in that respect, I'm like everybody. Um, it's just that I wouldn't put myself in. I was forced in a space because of certain things, and I can blame systematic racism because trust me, that was a big part of it.
Right.
But the larger part of it was my choices,
Your
and
choice.
I had to accept that.
Take
I
accountability. Yeah.
correct accountability. I was the reason
Mm-hmm.
for where I was, and that's when I made the most important decision in my life to either be who I was called to be or remain afraid, remain timid, remain caring what everybody else has to say, remain, you know, just terrified because people might think that I'm crazy. You know, scripture is important, it's very important, but it's also important to glean knowledge from all facets of life. And
Yep.
one of the ones that I love, I'm gonna read to you. It's from
Okay.
Rene Descartes, Discourse on Method, Part 3.
Okay.
And it goes, my third maxim was to endeavor always to conquer myself rather than the order of the world.
Mm.
All right. And in general, accustom myself to the persuasion that except our own thoughts, there was nothing absolutely in our own power.
Mm.
Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our own power.
Let me ask you this. Who would you most like to collaborate with?
Who would I most like to collaborate with? Mm. You know what? Now that I think about it, you know, since there's so many artists I love to work with, but you know, however, I'd really love to work with Toby Nwigwe and the Originals. You
Okay.
know, and that's just because like their music's on the same vibration as mine is. You know, right now.
Okay.
You know, and
I'm gonna have
I
to check those
definitely,
guys
you know,
out.
and they're just dope. I like their vibe.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
definitely have to. What are their names again?
Toby Nwigwe and the Originals. You might have heard them. Try Jesus. Don't try me.
Yes.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So don't just like the famous song. Listen to that man's music.
right.
Listen to
Now,
his music. Mhm.
let me ask you, as far as like the songs, because like I've been listening to your music here lately, and I like that song Rich a lot. I remember when I was getting it, you know what I'm saying? When I was getting it back in the day. Um being rich, it was just that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. I didn't have to worry about money. I didn't have to worry about where I was going shopping. I didn't drive because I drank and did drugs so much. I didn't want to drive. So, it was limos and rental cars and people driving me around. But when I thought of that word rich back in those days, I felt like I was living that way. But then
Mm,
when I woke up with a hangover, how did I get here? Who the hell are you? That's when I
mm.
realized, and then breaking my face finally, I realized that
Oh,
okay,
wow.
this is not a rich lifestyle that I'm living. Something has to change. So I want to ask
Yeah.
you about that song Rich. What inspired you to write it? And more importantly, why title it that? Because it doesn't sound like it's about money at all.
No, it's definitely not about money. And I can't take credit for the title. The word anyways. Um, that credit goes to Grandmaster Mornir um, Miller Bay.
Okay, Miller Bag. Thank
She, uh, she is the trailblazer. She's the founder of the Ikuru system, the African sciences. I am a martial practitioner
you. Okay.
of the martial sciences, the African arts as well, for a large extent. So she has the Rich program and the Legacy Hut here in Columbia, South Carolina, where she works with, with the community for the youth to help, underprivileged kids who are, in trouble. She goes to
Mhm,
DJJ. I go with her. Actually,
mhm.
we're planning on going there in a couple of weeks to go talk to the kids in DJJ and show them there's a different way. She is very active in the community, and she needs to be recognized for what she does. Because everybody talks a lot of talk. You
Yes,
know, and there's a lot of people in South Carolina that be talking a lot of trash, about this woman, but y'all need to understand something. She's a doer.
right.
She helps our youth. She enriches our culture. Y'all need to respect her for that and give her props, give her flowers now. So the name, it's an acronym, and it means rebuilding individual character habits, and that is the premise of her whole system.
That's
You know?
great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps because I really like that song. Like I was over
Word.
there, when I was checking you out, I was like, well, hey, I'm rich. It's all happening around me right
Hey,
now.
but check it. I'm gonna tell you something. That's why we decided to do a lot of lyric videos. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because we a lot of times we get distracted,
Yep.
from the videos. That's why Black Magic was the first actual video that I did where you actually see me because
Mhm.
I wanted people to focus on the words, listen to the
Word.
beat, look at what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So, because if you were paying attention to the second verse, I broke it down, the acronym and everything in the second verse. I said,
Well, I'm
"Oh, we building it from the bottom because if you don't get to the heart of the problem, we can't start it."
right,
For the individuals who started to realize to take a village to increase the margin of the C, which is the character instilled in the hearts. Don't make those
right,
remarks that take the village apart from the H, right? It stands for the
right,
head all God, right? That's what I'm
right.
talking about. So I broke it down
I,
like that, second verse.
I will be totally honest. Okay. I be busy over here, and sometimes I do actually just listen to music and I don't watch. So I was
No,
doing
no, no,
something.
no, no. That's a great point, babe. That's a
Yeah,
great point. Most people do that. Most people do that. I just saw you rocking out, and even
yeah,
I didn't even know who I was until I listened closely. I just saw you rocking out. I was like, dang, she's jamming. Who is that she listening to? And I listened. I said, oh, that's me.
yeah. That's right.
But that's a good point. That's a good point. People, we have to listen to the
Hmm.
music because if
Hmm.
you don't, you miss things. You miss very important things that's going to help you grow, and you miss very important things that's going to hurt you. And with the music we got going now, the latter is more so to the point.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
things going to hurt
This is true. This is very true. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's a very important thing for people to know that rich has many meanings, and I like yours the best because it is enriching my soul and my life. Faux show. All
you.
right,
All
let me.
right.
Oh, hey, hey.
Hey, you crazy.
So let me
Bro.
let me ask you another question.
So,
Um, if you could open a show for any artist, who would it be? Besides the one you mentioned, is there another one that you would like to open up for?
wow. I would be lying. I would be lying if I didn't say opening up for Jay-Z wouldn't be a dream for any artist of hip hop.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
In that respect, I would be lying. Who doesn't
okay,
want to open up for Hov?
right, right. Oh
Honestly,
my gosh, that's
honestly,
true.
honestly. He's
Okay,
so influential, to hip hop period. So yeah, Hov
okay.
without a doubt.
Tell me what's
I was trying to be creative. I was trying to be creative. I said, who other than Hova could it be? I said, man, stop fronting, man.
Don't front, man. Don't
You know it's
front.
Hova.
Yeah, just keep it real. Keep it real. What's your favorite Jay-Z album?
Woo.
You can only pick one though.
I can only pick one?
Yeah.
My favorite Jay-Z album, the Black Album.
The Black Album. What's your favorite song on that album? I know it's a lot on that album.
It's a lot of them. The first one that popped into my mind is Lucifer.
Ooh.
Lucifer coming in the morning. I'm gonna take you out of her. Huh?
Tell me why that song. Tell me why that song, because the first thing that came to my mind is nothing positive. So tell me why you like that song.
Well, see, the thing is, even when you hear messages in songs, even if it may not seem positive to you, or you may not get that, sometimes you have to change things in your mind. You know, you have to change messages in your mind. Like how, prime example, like how you can hear a lot. You can take any R&B song and turn it into a Christian song, but you can do the same thing in your mind when you listen to music. As far as what it means for you, you know.
Right.
So when I hear Lucifer come in the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of her. Lucifer, Lucifer come in the morning. I'm from the murder capital, Willie murder for capital. All right, I'm like, so if Lucifer come in the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of here. That means I'm chasing Lucifer out.
Right.
I'm chasing the devil out. You feel me? So that's what I take. That's how I see it, you know, and that's how I interpret it. You know, and he's like, I'm from the murder capital, Willie murder for capital. He's just asking himself, hey, he said, hey, do y'all think I'm a murder for capital? Will he do it? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
But you gotta find out. But yeah, I love that song. It's the first thing that popped into my mind. Love
What's the most useless talent that you have?
Woo!
You have any useless talents?
I have a lot of useless talents. Like, I can't say they're useless because they're entertaining to me. So yeah, so in that respect, you know, I don't really have anything that's useless. I use all of my talents.
If you could give a message to your fans, what would that message be? One message.
Be true to you.
Amen. Amen. Well, what if they're not very good people?
Then you're not being okay. I'll put it to you like this: if you're not good people, then you're not really, because I don't believe that's one gripe I had about the Bible. I don't believe that we are based from sin. I don't believe we are born from sin or born into sin. That's a gripe I always had with it. And that starts you off bad in life.
Right.
That starts you off bad, like, damn, I'm sinful. And that's the mindset. That's the trickery. That's the trickery. A lot of good things in the Bible, but people have to understand that the Bible that they're reading right now ain't the Bible they was reading all the way back then.
Right.
They got to stop playing with themselves, and if they do their research historically, they would understand what it is they're reading. Because everybody right now reading the King James version, and I can say something that would ruin a lot of people's lunches right now, but I won't. I won't.
Yeah, let them enjoy.
You got to do your research. But most Christians know this anyway. They know that the King James version is not the real version anyway. I ain't saying nothing that's not new. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Everybody knows.
I love that though.
Huh?
I love that. That's a very good message. Be true to yourself, because you know what? It don't really matter if you're a good or a bad person. God is going to reveal who you really are to yourself in His time.
And to that point, babe. Yeah, to that point, I wanted to say that, I don't believe that anybody is inherently bad. It's just that it's the choices that one makes. And if you are an overtly evil person, it's because you fell victim to your own desires. You weren't strong enough to control those things that would have you not function correctly in society. Right. There are certain laws that everybody must abide by so that we can coexist together.
Yeah.
You know?
So let's move on to the next question. Do you sing in the shower? And if you do, what songs do you sing? I be making those songs in the shower all the time, praising God. That's like one of my favorite places that I become a singing star. I just be
Wow.
making up songs and praising God, and it'd be the craziest songs, but they make sense. They be the best songs. Sometimes I'm like, I should just turn on my recorder and record when I'm singing in the shower. Don't always happen, but I'm here to tell
Hey,
you,
you should. You should. You probably sound good. You know, acoustics is crazy in the shot. That's why everybody does it
right?
because they
Right?
like to hear themselves and they think that anyways. But yes, to answer your question, yeah, of course I sing in the shower. I'm a singer. I'm a singer. I don't just do hip hop. I'm a real singer. Like I can
Okay.
blow.
Okay.
Yeah,
What songs do you sing when you're singing in the shower? What's your favorite songs to sing? Do you like
all
warm
types
up?
of songs. I
Okay.
like I like commission songs. Like what's up? Um, what was that one joint? Fred Hammond.
Yeah.
I like
I know him
Boys.
personally. I like his music.
Yeah, Boys to Men, Boys
Yeah.
to Men.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, I sing a lot of different songs. I sing a lot of different songs. I
Okay.
sing songs from Hyde. He's a J-pop artist, a Japanese artist.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah.
Okay.
So
How did you
yeah.
get into J-pop? Do you listen to K-pop too?
Okay, yeah, I listen to all types of music. I'm really eclectic.
Really?
hmm
Okay.
I speak a little
Okay.
Japanese too, so that's why
Oh,
I
Honto?
love Japanese anime,
Honto?
and I got enthralled into the culture because one night, there was a from an anime heads, there's an anime called Guardian,
Mhm.
and I listened to the track on the back, um, and I love the song so much I wanted to see who it was, and it was the artist was called Tai Nakasachi,
Mhm.
great artist. She's like the Japanese Mariah Carey. Tai
Oh,
Nakasachi, check her out. Yeah,
okay.
she real hot.
Okay.
And then I just fell in love with all of it. So now, and that actually made me start listening to Russian music
Okay.
and all just cultural music all over the place, and of course African music, taking it back to the motherland, real African music.
If it wasn't for your music career, what do you think you would be doing right now?
Woo! If it wasn't for my music career, what would I
Yeah.
be doing right now? What I'm doing
Mhm.
right now? What I'm doing right now? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I would still be doing my music because I never gave up. That's the
Right.
point. I would
Mhm.
still be doing my music. I would still be doing taxes. I would still be, I would still be selling product. You know what I'm saying? Legally. I'm,
When you
I
say
would still,
hold up.
I would
When you
still be
say selling
teaching.
when you say selling product, what kind of products you be selling, man? Let's get that straight. Let's just get that straight right now.
Okay, let's get it straight then. Okay, well, we sell. We have a brand called Alkaline Music, right? And with that brand,
Alkaline music. Oh,
Alkaline Music, yeah. So we
tell us.
have okay. So if anybody knows about alkalinity, it's just basically when the body is in complete homeostasis, free
Yes.
from disease.
Yes. I know, stasis.
Right. So
I know.
so so when you Dr. Sabi, check him out. You know what I'm saying? He'll get you alkaline. Just follow his method. Um, I'm a testament to that. And I have a story, like a real story. I was in a bad car accident in 2017, and which almost left me crippled. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
It left me crippled. I was in so much pain. Like I'll be around the house just crawling around, trying to get to the bathroom. My wife wasn't there.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And so, but I persevered. Um, it's even to talk about it now, you think about it. You go back there and it's like, dang, boy, that was tough. But I made it out, and now I'm in the best shape of my life. And all of it is really thanks to my diet, my exercise regimen, and the way I switched my mind. I switched my mind to being a talker to being a doer. There's
Mm.
too many people out here just talking about doing stuff. Like, well, and they talk so much. When they see you doing something,
Mm.
Everybody doing.
Hallelujah.
I just
Glory.
what you doing.
Hallelujah.
Talking. You know what I'm saying?
Speak
So I had
on
to
it.
be with
We can
people.
okay, don't start preaching. Don't you start preaching up in here, okay?
Hey,
Because
I don't
you
try.
know,
It just comes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's the truth though. It's the truth though. And you know
you're
it
right.
because you can relate, right, babe? You can relate.
Yep, yep,
You can
yep.
relate.
No, you know what?
All the kids can relate too. You know, when you're sitting there trying to pursue your dream, you have so many haters. There's gonna be people out there who gonna try to stun on you because you don't got as much as them, and they see your talent and they see your drive, and all they want to do is just shine on you for as long as they can.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know you're not gonna be there for long. Let me expound on that as well, man. Let me expound on that. Not only do we have clothes, we sell alkaline water. Me and my wife, you know, we invested in a Kangen system, so we have the waters for sale, as well. Martial Yoga Flow and Fitness alkaline water. So it's the
Oh,
best water you can get. Kangen water is the best water you can get.
can you get that online? How do we
Well,
learn that?
well, we haven't set it out yet. We have some prototypes, and we're gonna do some test runs. I just wanted to put it out there.
Okay.
We're gonna do some test runs with the prototypes first, and after we make sure that that's supposed to do what it's supposed to do,
Yeah.
then we're gonna mass produce and then send it
Okay.
out that way. Well,
Well,
we protect that well. We have our target marketed, pretty good.
okay. So my next question, how long have you been married to your beautiful wife? I seen your Instagram page and y'all look like fire.
Thank
Not
you.
only a power couple, not only a power couple making water, but a power couple doing that yoga and doing handstands and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Martial arts, yoga and martial arts. So yeah, my beautiful wife, yeah, Zuri Rashana Wilson Seymour. We have been together for a very, 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 very long time. We were
Nice.
friends first. Friends first. We've been married for 7 years. This will be our
Oh,
7th year, the year of completion. So
nice.
it's not by happenstance that all this is happening at this time, for us. You know, we're so
Oh,
humble. We're grateful. But my wife, she's been a very big part of my life and been with me every step of the way through the ups and downs. And we're, you know, y'all gonna see her. Matter of fact, next time, you know, I wish she was here. I would pull her in real quick.
well, congratulations on finding a helpmate, having a healthy, productive relationship, and inspiring, people like me when they listen to your music and see your Instagram page. I appreciate that. All right, so I got one last question for you. What is the best advice that you've been given?
The best advice I was given was from my dad, hands down. I didn't have to think about that one.
Okay.
Actually, if you listen to my song, "The Breath," it's in there.
Mhm.
He said, "Don't let anybody stand in between you and your dreams, not even me," is what he said.
Yeah, that's
A
beautiful.
little bit different in the song, but those are the exact words he said to me.
Yeah.
He said, "Nobody standing between you and your dreams, not even me."
Well, I think, I think that's very important for young people, especially to remember. You know, young people have visions, they have goals, even grown-ups too. I'm a half a century years old and I still have visions and I still have dreams. And sometimes I have to catch myself from doing that negative self-talk. It's
Correct.
very easy to do
Right. And I thought that
and you
was
have
big
to
of
catch
his
yourself.
dad. Yeah, I thought that was big of my dad to even say that because that lets me know that he had the emotional intelligence to realize that he could potentially be tripping. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because people
Yep.
trip when your blessings start accumulating. People start tripping and they swear up and down you're the one who changed. But
Hmm.
it's the thing that changes their perception of you.
Right. Right.
That's what changed. Now you're no longer struggling. You know what I'm saying? They always thought you were cool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They always loved, your swag and your lifestyle. It was like, dang, everybody used to always be, sweating me and Zuri's relationship and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They had no idea what we was going through. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, we was on food assistance, you know what I'm saying? Like all types of ill. We was all put out of our house, you know. Um, we've been through hell. You know what I mean? to get to where we're at now.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah,
all a part of the journey. But that's the
yeah,
reason why you can teach. That's the reason why you can teach, preach, and reach young people and even older people who are stuck and brainwashed in that mindset. So
correct.
kudos to you. Kudos to
That's
you.
right. And that's why we're going into the prison systems. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget Grandmaster Mornair Miller Bay. Don't forget about the crew. Don't forget about Rich. Don't forget about the legacy. It's very important. Give them the roses, give them their flowers while they're still here.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So I think we're almost close to the 2-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and let you do your shout outs and your words of encouragement. If you have any more, go right ahead. Just holla at the people, Cremson.
First and foremost, I've been shouting out Grandmaster Miller Bay throughout the whole thing. That was important though because of the topic of the rich subject. So first and foremost, I want to shout out a very close friend of mine. Throughout my car accidents, my rehabilitation, it wasn't through going through physical therapy. It was actually going to the dojo, having my sensei Christian Maganelli from APFA help train me to get myself back into fighting shape. Because I do that too.
Okay.
I do a lot of things. But yeah. So Christian Maganelli, he's the first one I wanted to shout out. Christian Sama, thank you so much. You helped change my life. Also, we'll give a shout out to Nate Bauer Fitness. Also helped change my life. Want to give a shout out to, of course, my lovely wife Zuri. My best friend. Give a shout out to my partner Jonathan Mullen, J.M. My partner ever since we was in high school. You know what I'm saying? All right. Give a shout out to my publicist Tammy. We love you. You do an awesome job. Give a shout out and also give a shout out to my fans because when my family didn't understand me, when they thought I was tripping, when people saw that I was down and they put their foot on my neck, y'all told me I was hot. Yeah. Y'all told me y'all liked my music. Y'all told me that y'all was inspired. And that made me keep going. So I love y'all to death.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I just,
but I mean, I was a little sweaty because I'm tough, but I can cry too now. Don't do that. I can admit that because I'm passionate about my people. So sometimes when I do speak, I do cry because I can't speak and not go there. I can't speak and go to where I was. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak about it.
It's the emotion of knowing where you've been and what you went through.
Whatever. I don't care.
I'm sorry. It's about the journey. You know where you've been. You know what you went through, and you see how having that faith in you and trusting in the universe to bring all of your visions to reality. Like that's an emotional thing. I'm really, my eyeballs are sweating right now. They're sweating. Okay? They are sweating.
Wow.
I want to thank you. Thank you so much, Cremson, for your candid, honest, vulnerable answer to my questions, to having, this time with you, opening up your experiences with us. I want to give a huge shout out to ViZuewl Dramatics, Plugstar. I want to say what's up to all of you guys watching. If you are interested in any of the music that is created by Mr. Cremson himself, you can go to his SoundCloud. I'm sure, you know what? You tell him where to find you.
Hey, I just send people to my Instagram page. Okay. Go to my Instagram page at Cremson G.I.I.B. Right? Go to the profile, hit the link tree. You got it all, baby. You got it all. Shout out to South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. We on the map, baby.
Whoop, whoop. Right on. Right on. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the opportunity to host an episode of VizD exclusives. Keep it locked right here. We'll be back with more artists from Plugstar, more visual dramatics, and more with me, Baina Kira. Hey, coming to you live from AK.
Peace, love.